How we doing, people? My name is Corey, and we coming to you live from the South Pod, where we cover the stories, the stats, and the scores of the NFC South, one of the most underrated conferences in the NFC. I got my boy Telly with me, my boy Will, and I got my boy Rich down there who are already in rare form. How y'all feeling, fellas?
Hey man, we're feeling good. It's the clown ass Panthers representing today.
He just sick. That boy went down to New Orleans, got sick on us. Yeah, you're right, yours. So that only means one person is on cloud nine this week.
Yes,
What you think, Rich?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's actually get to it. Let me get out of this hot ass mask right quick. That motherfucker's hot. But that's indicative of our season, man. We're a bunch of clowns right now pretending to be football players with the Halloween season, on the cusp. But let's get into it, man. Like you said, there's only really one team in the NFC South right now that's pretty much riding high, stemming off that game against Tampa Bay, and that's the Atlanta Falcons, man. So we got a new division leader with the Atlanta Falcons, man. So let's dive in that. So tell me how you and Corey were at the game, man. So tell me your experiences from that game, man, and tell me how you guys feel about, from both your perspectives from that game. I want to hear from the division leader first before we get to Corey.
Hey, you trying to start a fight, man. You trying to start a fight already. I'm still in Tampa.
It's all love. It's all love.
I'm still in Tampa, bro. I'm still in Tampa.
Oh, hey, my
man,
bad.
It's I mean, it was a good game, obviously. Corey had a couple of chants of fire tire bowls while I was in the stands. So, we kept it a book as he say. You know what I'm saying, while we was in the stand. see his shirt? Fire tire bowls, baby.
That's all I got to say about that.
Hey man, it was a good time though. We didn't talk that much trash to each other during the game. We was more pissed off at the people sitting in front of us kept standing up and sitting down and standing up and sitting down. But no, it was a good game, man. I wish that we would have did a little bit better again on the defensive end, closing the game out. Offense, did stupid stuff at the end of the game to even make it be as close as it was. But still, I'm happy for the W. I keep saying that. Happy for the W.
Absolutely.
But it is what it is, man. It's always a good time hanging out with my boy, Big C, out here when I come down to Tampa Town, man. Every year we do.
Your ass need to stay gone.
Nah, bro.
Hell no. Nope.
Hey, man. But no, for real, we have a good time, man. We just the one thing about us, the teams are rivals, but we ain't. So we keep it
absolutely, cool. Absolutely, it's all love.
Yep.
Absolutely. We got to have those. We got to have those competitive juices going because we're representing our team. But at the end of the day, it's still all love.
Yes, sir.
What's your take, Corey?
Man, going into that game, I didn't expect much, but I was, hoping, that somehow they could pull it together. But my take on the game is we're not as good as we thought we were, and we have horrible coaching. Horrible coaching. The defense is ranked 29th in the league in rushing yards allowed in the game. Come on, man. And that's supposed to be what we bank our calling card on is defense. This year we got an explosive offense that was supposed to complement that defense, and all I've seen is the offense so far. So that game taught me that, we're not ready. We're not ready. Fire balls, please.
Yeah, he's a fire tire ball. I thought for the most part, man, it was a competitive game. I know we were talking about earlier, just looking at some of the replays from the game. I think one of the defining moments in that game was the second Kyle Pitts touchdown. I don't care what nobody says. That's not a touchdown. Absolutely, man. I in my opinion, that wasn't a touchdown. I think you're showing it right now, or you're showing the clip of it right now, or just another one?
Yeah. Okay. Kyle Pitts was on fire. Shout out to Kyle Pitts. National Tight End Week.
He was on fire. It was National Tight End Week. If this is the play right here, I can't see it.
No, this is his first touchdown.
This is the first touchdown.
Where he grown manned him.
Yeah, this
You
was
know, man, they show it on here. You know, they saying it's miscommunication, but it's execution. Watch this. Kyle Pitts, he hit him with a Mike Evans. Get out the way.
boom.
If
Got
it's
him out. Get out my way, little boy.
yeah, he's cooked. So yeah, they got to make this. This is the one. This is the one right here.
Let's take a look at it. All right, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so to me, you know, obviously, you know, it held up, but I thought it was a touchback, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, they counted it as a touchdown. That actually propelled my fantasy league team to a freaking overwhelming victory. So I'm kudos to that. But I know Telly got to feel good too, man. I mean, Kyle Pitts, I don't know why it took National Tight End Day for you to play like that, but you had a pretty ass good game, man. And hopefully, you know, moving forward, you can actually continue that, because I think once you actually really like put Kyle Pitts into that offensive game plan, man, Atlanta's going to be definitely tough, man. I think they got to shore up a couple of things, but that definitely make them a tough team to compete with, especially with the emergence of goddamn Darnell Mooney, which is actually really surprising to me. I think he's a good player, but it's really surprising to me, man. And I think that you're starting to see, you know, how that actually make that Atlanta offense, you know, a little bit more explosive.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't see Mooney come. I told Telly that Monday, I was like, man, that's a sleeper. A sleeper.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, I'm with you, Rich, man, on the Kyle Pitts. You know, I even gave him a little love today. Got
absolutely as you should.
You know what I'm saying? Gave him a little love today, man, by throwing that 8 on. He did his thing. I've been beating him up. I've been saying he ain't worth the pick. And one game don't take that away, but I will give him a little love and say that, hey, sure, we'll take that. You know, his first career multiple touchdown game is what he had this past weekend. But you know, Kurt Cobain came back to us, man, and started doing what he do too. So that game we played against the Seahawks was him week 1. I call him Turnover Kirk, but we want to keep him asleep for the rest of the season. We don't need Turnover Kirk to come back out no more. So I'll take this Kirk, 4 touchdowns, 0 interception. Kirk, that's what I need.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure Kirk will want to play Tampa. Hey, Tampa is like that game you pick for homecoming. You pick that team when you know you're gonna beat them. This year, Kirk been doing it. He's like, hey, let's go play Tampa again. I need about 1,000 yards. That's what he's doing.
Nah, Kirk played his game, man. He did what he had to do, and like you said, Telly, 23 for 29, 276 yards and 4 touchdowns. And, you know, something interesting too, man, I was pulling up when we were just talking about, you know, some of the topics and things we want to focus on, man. Just listen to some of these things, man, as the, you know, NFC Division South leaders. You know, Atlanta right now with Kirk Cousins is the number 3 passer in the league, right? He's the number 3 passer in the league with 2,106 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. QBR is not that great. They have the number 9 running back in the league in Bijan Robinson with 546 yards, 4 touchdowns. They had the number 13 and number 16 receivers in the league with, you know, with Drake London with 525 yards and 5 touchdowns, and Darnell Mooney coming in at number 16 with 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Kyle Pitts is also in the top 30 at number 23 with 419 yards and 3 touchdowns. So when you actually look at that, man, that's pretty dynamic on what they're actually doing across the league with those numbers, man. As long as they can stay healthy, I think it's going to be tough for us, you know, the Bucs, Saints, and Carolina. Well, the Carolina, we out there. We already know we're clowns. We're playing for some other shit. But it's definitely going to be tough, man, if Atlanta can actually keep that up with the numbers that those boys are actually putting up thus far. You want to say something, Corey?
No comment. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Okay, Marshawn Lynch. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man. I know Will, you sick, so you can actually just type this up in the chat or use some type of AI to actually send us your questions or your answers. Nobody wants to get COVID.
Man,
he's spitting phlegm all over the screen, man.
My man, Joe. It was a good game, man. I'm surprised the way Tampa played him with the injuries that Tampa had, Tampa was still on Atlanta's ass. So that says a lot. Otten was on it.
Yeah, it was National Tight End Week, man. Tight ends were balling out all over the league, you know. And Njoku, Kittles, of course, at the end of the night or whatever. I don't think a tight end was doing anything in y'all game. The Saints in Denver.
Boy, the struggle was real.
Nobody.
Olave had 100 yards, but
the Saints played the Chargers, and Olave was the only one that stood out. But that's just talking about that game, man. I think that was a disappointing game too. I know for you, Will, being a Saints fan, but to look at Telly's favorite quarterback, carve him up with that Georgia protege, Ladd McConkey, man, I was like, damn. Yeah. And so, what are some of the things, man, that you saw, Will, from that game, the Chargers and the Saints, that stood out to you?
Olave, I like how Olave balled out. I like the fact that Rattler was playing good. And Rattler was playing good, man. But at the end of the day, we still took the L. Right now, I'm like you, wishing for the best. We're 2-6. So, and then we play. We got another game coming up, and I'm gonna talk it to y'all.
Okay. And Carolina, that was once again an embarrassing take. To actually see, Bo Nix had that performance and stuff, and that kind of lead me into, the next, segue with Bo Nix is, pretty much, like it says, is owning the NFC South, man. He's 3-0 against the NFC South, with beating, Tampa, New Orleans, and Carolina. The dude 69 for 99 with 664 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, all of them which came against Carolina. And he also has 126 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. And for me, looking at Bo Nix come from Oregon, originally playing at Auburn and going to Oregon, I was like, nah, he's not that guy. But to see the things that he's been doing and to watch Sean Payton kind of coach him and get him up there and see what he's been doing to our division, I got to give the dudes a little bit of props, man. I don't know if he can actually sustain that, but as it stands right now, man, he's solely whipping our ass, and he has the blueprint, on the NFC South. So what do you guys think about Bo Nix and what he's doing up in Denver in particular against our teams?
I want to say it's Bo, but I'm gonna go with it's Sean Payton on a revenge tour. He's on a revenge tour, coming back through the league. I know for Tampa, he's 21-11 against Tampa, and that says a lot. He's been a thorn in our side. I was glad to see him leave, but I think it's more Sean Payton. Bo is doing what Sean is orchestrating him to do, setting him up for success.
I agree. What about you, Telly?
That joker trash, dog. Don't be giving that nigga no goddamn. Now, see, just like when my Georgia Bulldogs went out there and played them the week 1 when he was highly touted at all these things and had this great coach. He was out in Oregon, and what happened to him? We whooped that ass 63 to something, 63 to don't come back here no more. So. All I want to see is my Falcons go ahead and put that shit to rest. I got y'all back. Don't worry about
it. We appreciate it.
Yes. And my words,
okay.
Fuck Sean Payton.
You're going a little too far now until you're starting to figure something.
Hey, man, I ain't talking about that. I thought we was supposed to all be on the same side, bro.
Calm down now.
I thought we was all supposed to be on the same side.
I'm going to let you have it. Because you're on top of the world.
On the same side. I thought it was NFC South against everybody else.
Break it down, baby. All right.
Why you up in here, bro? Come on now.
Nah, I mean, Telly,
I'm talking trash to somebody outside of the NFC South. Why wouldn't we? Tell me why wouldn't we? If it was your team, I'd say the same damn thing.
I'm just saying.
As simple as that.
Telly's putting the South on. Yeah, Telly putting the South on his shoulders right now. So he wants to go out there as that big brother. It's like, you know what? Fuck Sean Payton and those guys. I got you guys' back. Y'all ain't gonna pick on my little brother. So I get it. But
I wouldn't call y'all little brothers, but
Shit,
I
the way
think.
we playing.
Well, y'all played them already, Corey. Y'all played them, Will, and then Carolina. Have y'all played them yet?
Yeah, we just lost to their ass.
Yeah. So I'm only team left in the South if you haven't played them yet, bro. That's all I'm saying is hell.
And I don't even think they're on y'all schedule though.
It's y'all. We go to Denver in what, 2 weeks?
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all,
yes, man.
Y'all definitely
Come
gotta
on.
represent.
Nah. We busting that ass. All I'm saying.
Okay. All right, man. So
It'll be our first complete game of the season where we play on both sides of the damn ball.
I hope that is the case because we can't go 0-4 for Sean Payton. You know, I'm not a fan of Sean Payton. I'm not a fan of Bo Nix. But what they're actually doing right now, man, it seems like, you know, they're gelling well and, you know, he's executing the plays that Sean has designed it for him and they're going out there and getting wins. When there's other teams with better quarterbacks, you know, that's fucking cellar dwellers. But we talked about this a little bit, man, and just a segue, you know, with the trade of Deontay Johnson, you know, from the Panthers to the Ravens and stuff. And it seems like, you know, we're just kind of like cleaning house, getting ready for the 2025 draft pick, you know, for, you know, the previous week when, you know, Deontay Johnson, which I think they already knew. I mean, I don't think a lot of fans, a lot of people were paying attention to it, but they already knew they were going to actually get rid of him and stuff. But they kept him out of the game. And they try to actually, you know, just chalk it up as being, you know, injury and stuff. So I think that, you know, now we kind of shifting gears and I don't know what the hell Dan Morgan is doing. I don't know what the hell Dave Pepper is doing, who still, you know, in my opinion is the worst NFL owner in the league today. But how do you, I want to hear you guys' opinion, man. How do you guys think that, you know, Carolina can improve with the potential #1 draft pick pending? There's some teams competing with us, but right now, the way it's shaping up, I'm not sure if we're not going to actually get that #1 draft pick. So, in you guys' opinion, y'all think as well that we're in draft mode, and who do you think should be a viable solution for a draft pick pending we get that #1 pick?
Well, first of all, y'all gonna have to figure out who your quarterback is going to be before we talk about the pick, man.
Valid point.
Are they going to give up on Bryce? I mean, that's what we got to figure out first because we know who coming out. Shador, a couple other quarterbacks will be #1, 2, and 8. What Dion already says, Shador ain't playing for certain people. He did say that.
No, he gonna pull that. He gonna pull that Archie Manning shit, and I don't blame him.
So, figuring out what you're going to do at the quarterback spot and continue to unload that roster because we picked up Troy Hill yesterday from you guys. I don't know who Troy Hill is, but he's a corner. You know, they want to add depth to the secondary. So
yeah.
Y'all got definitely clearing house and getting ready for the draft. I think it'll be Travis Hunter. You know, if you're going to keep Bryce, you got to fit him with some weapons. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it.
Okay. I think, man, you know, man, there's so many, you know, holes on that team. Travis Hunter, I think from a marketing standpoint, and from a talent standpoint, that would be money. That kid be able to play both sides of the ball if that's indeed what the organization decide, you know, for him to do. But I think, you know, that could actually be a very key piece moving forward if that indeed actually pan out the way that it appears right now. What's your take, Will?
I would say finish cleaning house. Give Bryce Young an opportunity to go somewhere else and with I guess a better line for him to play like he's supposed to play and have a damn good coach that's actually going to sit there and coach him to some.
Send him to New Orleans.
Hell nah.
Send him to New Orleans.
Yeah, don't trade within the division.
Hey, I'll get rid of Carr in a fucking heartbeat because Carr do Carr thing. It is the truth, but I'm just saying, y'all clean house and get Bryce out of there. Red Rocket too. You need to go.
Yeah, he's an agent quarterback. So yeah, I don't think that he will be on the team next year. You know, these next couple of games, you know, Bryce Young is actually starting against you guys, which we will get the win. So I think, they're giving Dave Canales and those guys are giving him a chance to kind of like, okay, let's see what you can actually do. But I also think they're looking at, trade equity and what they can potentially get if he performs well, or they can say, you know what, maybe let's give this guy another year or two so we can actually develop him like we're supposed to, bring in the weapons around him, and let's see what we can actually do. So I think it's still like Corey said, man, there's still a lot to be determined, and I think all that hinges on like who the hell is going to actually be at the helm, quarterbacking.
Answer me this: would you want to get rid of Canales?
I don't think they're going to get rid of Canales.
Canales ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere right now.
It's too soon.
Yeah, because they invested. I think they'll give him another year or two before they actually pull the trigger on that, because they, it's a project with all the stuff. And that's why part of me think that Bryce will still remain there so they can see how Canales can put his footprint on him and actually kind of see what if, because that's essentially what we're doing right now. Like, what if these things happen, if Canales, do X, Y, and Z, put this boy in a position where he can actually do these things a little bit better than he's been doing this actually current season and last season, and let's go from there. But if it's a fucking dumpster fire next year, they're all gone. They're all gone.
Well, I definitely think Bryce, they need to keep Bryce, unlike Indianapolis and Anthony Richardson. Since we're talking about quarterbacks, they decided to bench Richardson and go with Flacco for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that was interesting, man. That was that was kind of weird, with him just coming out of the game and just how everything transpired. So, it's kind of unclear and stuff. It just looks like what the hell is actually going on.
Right.
And the decision to make, Joe Flacco, the quarterback moving forward, that's very interesting too. Because now I'm looking at it like, damn, what does that actually say about Anthony Richardson and his future in Indianapolis moving forward? You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting, man. And they got some talent.
Boy tapped out. He tapped out as a quarterback.
He damn sure did, man. And that's crazy, man. You just question a lot of things about that move, and it's just like, you as a fan, you like confused as shit. Like, what is going on?
Right. Man, can you imagine being in the locker room with this dude and y'all going back out down after halftime, y'all fighting, and he come in the huddle like, "Hey, don't quit on me. I need you to dig in."
Yeah, man. Like, no credibility at all. Like, man, what the hell are you talking about? You just walked out on us. So,
Yo, that boy tapped out.
Yeah, that's
never seen that, man.
That's crazy, man. Not only that, you're talking about the, just crazy stuff around the league. The Hail Mary pass in Washington, Chicago. Did you guys? I mean, it's been all over the news and everything, but the cornerback, his antics before, the pass was actually thrown, and then him being the one that actually tipped the ball, when Noah Brown actually caught the game-winning touchdown. What you guys think about that? I'm gonna go with you first, Telly. Is he frozen?
Froto
is frozen.
And he got his mic off.
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Oh, there you
I'm having some technical difficulties for some reason. I can't. Everything keeps freezing up on my side, so I'm good though. I'm back. Hopefully.
You heard the question?
No, what was it?
Yeah, what did you think about the cornerback from Chicago with his antics prior to that game-winning Hail Mary pass with the Washington Commanders and Chicago Bears?
One, I don't want to beat up on the dude too much more than everybody else already beat up on him. But to me, that is like that is a product of what we have in youth football, youth sports today, right? Is a lot of coaches with this chatter and talking about stuff and kids just, all the trash talking they're doing is sometimes way too much. We used to talk trash when we played ball, but we talk to each other, right? And very, very seldom we have a whole bunch to say about fans. But yeah, that's what that is to me. That's youth, I guarantee he won't make that mistake no more as long as he's in the league. So he got a lot of talent, but he screwed himself and the team with that. So I hope his game this week, he has a hell of a game, man, and has, some magnificent plays to kind of get the fans off his ass a little bit because they're riding him pretty hard right now.
Yeah, they got that BTA going on with him, that belt to ass. Because I went to the news, man, looking for to see if the dude was cut, just to see what kind of fines they were gonna actually put on him. But nothing. He just actually apologized. The team moved on with it. It was a mistake. But for me, I was like, come on, man, you got to be a professional all the time. The game's still going on, and you interacting with the fans, talking shit to them, and you subsequently lose the game. So.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take, Will, before you actually start coughing? We can't hear shit.
Man, honestly, I'm a Jaden Daniels fan, so for him to damn throw the Hail Mary and win the game, hey, he can talk all the trash he wants. The proof, Jaden Daniels won the game, so his ass. That's how I feel.
What's up, Corey?
Are we mad at his antics before the play, or are we mad because he knocked the ball up during the play? Because if you watch the play, they were in the quarters. He had an assignment. He was there at his assignment. He ran when the ball was his job was to protect anything going out to that area where he was. So when the ball was thrown, of course, the only thing he did wrong was hit it up instead of knocking it down. That's the only thing he ever did wrong. So the running down the sideline doing that. Yeah, everybody can talk about that, but if you watched it, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, so, I just think for me, you play all the way through, until the game is actually over. There's time left on the clock. You conduct yourself a profession. You can do all that shit after the game. So that just I think that made it look worse than what it actually was. Even if he was coming inside, but that just made it worse than what it was, because you the one that ended up making the key play for Washington to win that game by tipping that ball up. So that's what it was for me, man. Just play throughout the. It's just like if you run a track, you run all the way through. You don't slow up. You don't do any of that shit. You run all the way through until it's over with. You play.
Somebody like when Pitts did.
Yep, exactly.
Pitts did.
Exactly. You run all.
You took the words right out of my daggone mouth, boy. I was about to say it. I was about to say it. I don't know why these idiots keep doing that stupid ass mess, man.
I have no idea, man. But
that shit hurt, Kelly.
You play into that game clock. Says all complete zero.
Rich. Somebody better call 911. That boy about to die. Rich.
Yeah. Damn, man, you need medical assistance.
He got that sick of the Saints going on. I'm so sick of the Saints, boy, right now.
Wow.
Yeah, something going on, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, that
go ahead and log off, man.
That bag gonna say 2-7 next week. Wow. And you need to put a mask on. And you need to put a mask on the bag.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all hear my cough.
Rich steady talking, man. He over here dying. Man, did y'all see that boy? Oh my. Okay, my bad. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna move on, man. There were a lot of good games last week, man. And I think there was a lot of players that actually stood out that could carry their team over the top. We just mentioned Jaden Daniels in that game, in Washington. But was there any other player in your guys' mind that also stood out to you, and why? We're gonna go with you first, Corey.
Man, stand out. I'm sorry. For me, it was Pitts, man. I got to watch it up close. I got to watch it up close, even though he had 4 receptions, 91 yards, and 2 TDs. And him and Auden was going back and forth in the game, but just watching Pitts run his routes, as he used to be a receiver anyway, so he got good footwork and all of that. And just manhandled him. I'm telling you, like that off the line release. I told Telly he got a big boy, that Mike Evans. That's how Mike be doing out on the side. Man, Pitts was balling.
Okay. Before you cough up any more phlegm, who was your standout player, Will?
Flim was.
Hey man, don't be advertising for nobody, man.
I ain't lying. Shit, we getting paid for that?
They ain't nobody giving us nothing.
I'm gonna say Otten from Tampa.
K-I? Okay.
Hey, Kool-Aid, I understand. I know how you feel about your team, but that boy balled out, bro. I like Otten. Yes, fire bowls. I'm with you. Just like Dennis Allen ass got to go, but Otten balled
There
out.
we go. There we go.
I had a good game. I had a good game. He had 9 receptions for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. And right now he seems like, hey, until they get some additional help, he's going to be that go-to guy, in that wide receiver core for Tampa. So these last couple of games he's been balling out, man. So okay, what about you, Telly?
I'm gonna say that young man in Washington, man, not Jaden Daniels, Austin, that wide receiver.
Okay.
That dude had a punt return for a touchdown and caught a 50+ yard touchdown, making him. I mean, not for
Pittsburgh.
Sorry, Pittsburgh, not Washington. Pittsburgh. Yeah. I'm sorry, for Pittsburgh. Yeah. That young man. He had a game. He had a game of games. I think it's only him, AB, and like 2 other players that's done that in history.
Yeah.
So big shout out to young fella, man, for doing what he did this weekend with Pittsburgh, making Russ look good.
Okay. For me, man, we talked a lot about Brian Flores and what he's been doing for that Minnesota defense. So for my standout player, man, I'm going with old goddamn another Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford, man. That boy was 25 for 34, 279 yards, 4 touchdowns. One to Cooper Kupp, who just came back. So when Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua both came back, he balled out, man. So I was very surprised. And I don't know if none of us picked the Rams to win that game. I know I didn't. But I'm not sure if any of us actually picked that game. But to actually see how Matthew Stafford actually balled out, man, and performed during that game. I knew Kyren Williams was going to do his thing, man. I thought he stood out the most to me because I thought Brian Flores and what they've been doing with that defense in Minnesota and the way they've been playing, they want to take it to the Rams, and that didn't happen. So that was my standout player, man, from last week with, what Matthew Stafford actually did and, how the Rams performed and actually, pull out that victory against a very good NFC team in the NFC. So
watch out for the Rams.
For sure.
I think they're a sneaky team. They're a sneaky team for a lot of different reasons, man. And you can see when they're actually healthy, what they're capable of, and when they're locked in and those boys are actually playing. So definitely. But now, it's injuries been plaguing the league a lot. We just saw Stephon Diggs, just go out, for the season,
done.
Torn ACL. So what are some other, significant impacts and injuries around the league, not necessarily on your team too, but around the league that you think can have a huge impact and that can change, the complexion of the game? I think the Stephon Diggs injury definitely changes some stuff in Houston. But what are some other injuries around the league, man, that y'all think that stand out as well that will have a huge impact on those teams, making a playoff push?
The right tackle from the Vikings. Telly, we was talking about that.
My cousin Christian Darrisaw.
Yeah, the Vikings are starting to come back to earth now, on a little losing streak or whatever. And then now they lost him. That's crucial, the tackle, because we know when Sam Darnold gets rattled, he's a whole different player.
Yeah.
I think it's who else besides Stephon that was major? Aaron Rodgers' arm.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah,
His damn pride.
yeah,
That injured
his
arm is
pride,
throwing into the dark.
his pride and his ego.
Yeah.
I think there are some players that's coming back, from injury. I know for us, Adam Thielen may potentially be coming back. I'm not sure exactly how much that's going to actually help. He's an aging wide receiver, and we also may have the rookie from Texas, Jonathan Brooks, that may be actually playing. But we've already lost 2 offensive linemen on the team, which that's very huge. But if those pieces actually come back, man, those 2 offensive pieces, maybe that can actually help us out, and we can kind of get an idea, at least from the Jonathan Brooks standpoint, what that kid plans to offer. I mean, he has some of the skill sets of a Bijan Robinson, just much slower. So we shall actually see. Derek Carr is supposed to be coming back. He made a statement
Who?
about Derek Carr
Who?
coming back. Yeah, okay. That dude with that number on his jersey that's going to be playing for the Florida League.
Number 4.
The
4.
Yeah.
the linebacker. The linebacker.
Bruh.
Uncle
You mean
Rico.
Taysom Hill?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Rico is coming back.
Does it matter? Does it even matter?
We're going to see.
Man, hey man, fuck Carr, man. Don't say it like that, man.
So is Spencer Rattler the guy? Are you saying
I'll
Spencer
stick with
Rattler is the guy?
the rest of the fucking season. I'll stick with Rattler the whole fucking. Hey, bro, fuck Carr. Seriously.
Damn.
So there's a quarterback controversy between Carr, Taysom Hill, and Spencer Rattler.
No, if that's look, man. Like I said, I'd rather keep Taysom Hill and damn Rattler and Lawrence Carr. I want y'all to look at this pattern. Last year, we would win. Then when we would start losing, Carr would go out because he didn't want to be at fault for losing the fucking game. Fuck Carr twice on Sunday. Seriously. And that's the first time I didn't fucking call. Man.
You called all right.
Shit. This motherfucker, man.
You guys got some key injuries though, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Tyrann Mathieu, y'all probably got the same shit, because he's out too for illness. Probably the same shit that you got. And then you also got 2 of your cornerbacks out, Kool-Aid McKinstry and Marcus Lattimore, both nursing injuries. So I think that's definitely, if we can't win that game, with those guys out,
y'all suck.
We
if
do.
Y'all can't beat us.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking.
Will stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Yeah, we got Mike should be coming back if but see, it's all strategic, Rich. Like in my mind, so Mike's supposed to be out to the bye week. We got Kansas City on Monday night, and then we got the Niners, and then we go on the bye. And Mike's supposed to be back after that. So I see us going 4-6 into the bye, right? So at 4-6, you got to win it. You got to win out to get to 10-7, which I don't see happening. So they're probably going to end up around 9-8, 8-9. So why bring him back? Bring Mike back from an injury. Also, Tyke Smith coming back from concussion protocol. That's a key. We just, like I said, we signed our cornerback from you guys. So ain't nobody else coming to save them. They're going to have to get it done. There's nothing else out there because Light is not going to make a bold move.
Yeah, it's a current fire sale in Carolina. And then we talked about it earlier. I got Tyrone Hill, cornerback. I don't even know what the hell he played at last.
He traveled. He's a vet.
Yeah. He's like them traveling nurses. He on call. So talking about, the trade deadline, the rich getting richer, man. We've seen a lot of trade with key receivers too, man. And one of the biggest ones we talked about this, man. I'm pissed off, but I understand from a business side of the house, and I wouldn't want to be on a team that's 1-7 and there's no upside. So how do you guys think the impact, with not only all the trades going on, specifically the recent one with Deontay, Johnson going to the Ravens? How do you guys think that actually helped the Ravens out even more in the AFC? If
I
it
don't
does at
think
all.
I don't think it does at all. To tell you the truth, Rich, because getting another receiver tells me you're going to go away from what got you to where you at right now. You got Derrick Henry in the backfield. Now you bringing in another receiver. Y'all should be running the ball more. So if it's saying that, you bringing him in order to help the run, I don't believe it. Excuse me. God damn, Rich. Whatever you.
Me? What's your take, Telly? He froze up again? Oh.
No, I'm here.
He's zoned off, man. Like, what? Wake up, Telly. It's lonely at the top, huh? It's lonely up there, huh? I know what it feels like.
My head hurt. I know what I'm saying. Ain't that much air up here, dog. The altitude kind of air is thin up here, dog. I mean,
the rise before the fall.
right. All right. We've had our bumpy roads, man. It ain't been all smooth sailing. So I think I heard a take on him on that earlier today. I thought was pretty interesting take. Is like people say, well, they should be trying to make their defenses better, their DBs, the cornerbacks or whatever better than try to add a wide receiver because Flowers is his kind of go-to guy on that. Mark Andrews is getting better. Likely is doing his thing. And then you got
Bateman just had a mistake,
Yeah, he had a mistake, but he been coming in clutch for him, throughout the season so far. So he got, two of each at each level. Obviously, him and Derrick Henry in the backfield is a combo package that nobody want to see anyway.
Yeah.
So I think, but the way the take is that if you know that from a defensive perspective, it takes a whole lot more than just one piece to make your defense better, then why not go out there and make that offense so daggone scary that teams, they do things that's uncharacteristic to themselves, whether they got a good defense or not. They put themselves in a hole by trying to say we got to keep up with these guys scoring wise. So why not add a little bit more to it? So I said that's a pretty good take to that addition, because it said if you look at Deontay Johnson, the last good quarterback he had was Ben Roethlisberger when he was in Pittsburgh. So
facts.
So and when he had him, I think he had about like 1,100 yards that season, 100 and something receptions and 8 touchdowns. So if you look at that, get him a good quarterback, which Lamar's doing pretty well this year and slinging that rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, that puts some pressure on defenses. They have to plan for that now, because if they put 2 tight ends set out there with both those wide receivers and Bateman, that's a problem for some people.
As long as they don't go away from the run, I'm cool with it.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to use Derrick Henry in the second half like they've been doing.
Yeah,
and as the teams are worn down, then just give them the ball. They can't do nothing.
Yeah, I would tell him, man. I don't think they would go away from the run. I think adding Johnson creates a different dynamic to the team. When you got Zay Flowers, especially it depends on what sets you're running. But when you got Zay Flowers in there, Rashard Bateman, Johnson, and those tight ends down there, that's going to spread the field out. So if it's me, I would spread the field out. That's less people that you can have up there trying to fucking stop that Mack truck that's going to come in there. And then you got to always account for Lamar Jackson, man. So I think it spread the field a little bit more, but it's to be seen and how they actually employ him in the scheme of things and stuff like that. And I like to think Harbaugh is a smart coach, and I think that he will put him in packages that are more beneficial to that team. So I think initially looking at it, I think it could potentially help them out. But like you said, as long as they don't go away from the run and their bread and butter, I think they'll be all right. And it also gives you – go ahead.
To counter that, though, Rich, we talked offense, but to counter that move, it's Kansas City signed that DN from the Patriots, Urich.
Yeah, I saw that.
They signed him. So it's like the rich are getting richer, like as if Kansas City needed anything else, because the defense is top 5 in the league currently without that signing. So they done, beefed up the defense a little more after getting D-Hop. Come on, man. They just keep getting rich. Like
So
the
do you
teams are
think
now
that move
starting to
was-
position.
Yeah, so
Go
you
ahead,
think
Rich.
that move? Do you think that move? Because I think they're playing chess. So do you think that D-Hop move with Kansas City was another strategic move by Baltimore to get a wide receiver as well? Looking at
That's
him, like,
correct.
okay, yeah, that's yeah, okay,
That's correct. That's what's going on. Like I said,
Yeah.
so it's interesting to see how it's panning out over there.
Yeah.
You can tell it's like Kansas City and Baltimore, in my opinion. And you got Buffalo. You know, Buffalo is right behind them. You know, but it's like four teams is game planning basically. You can see who's who in the AFC. Go ahead,
yeah,
Taylor.
I agree.
Yeah, just to throw something out there, man. It seems like, most of the times when teams have letdowns, right, in a game, all the Monday morning quarterbacks be talking about it all over the place. I really didn't hear nobody talk about the Baltimore loss this past weekend to
No.
Cleveland. Like nobody had a panic attack about Baltimore losing that game to Cleveland. Why? I wonder why. Why is that?
That's a great point, Telly. I didn't hear anything.
Why don't you tell us then, Telly?
About that.
Shit, I don't know, bro. I said I'm gonna throw this out there to my smart brothers and see what y'all gotta say, because I thought, I don't know. I actually have no answer for it, because I was like, wait a minute, Baltimore lost to Cleveland and nobody said nothing.
Yeah, they did kind of brush it under there. They
did.
mentioned it and stuff, not like in a way that, hey, it's an issue with Baltimore. They just like, whatever. No concerns with it at all.
Right.
Yeah,
So yeah, that caught me by surprise. I was expecting to hear all the old, the Baltimore Ravens that's just who we thought they were. Speech come out. Yeah.
All right. Moving on, man. What are some of you guys mid-season prediction, bold predictions, or what? And I'm gonna start off because I got some crazy shit. What do you guys, agree?
Oh shit!
Agree with me now. So my mid-season prediction, and kind of bold prediction is that that team that resides in Texas will lose 5 games. I don't think that's a bold prediction. I think that's probably what happened. They will lose 5 games in a row. They will lose 5 games in a row. They have some issues over there, and they need to actually fix it. They will fire their coach at the end of the season. Both head coach and the defensive coordinator. Carolina will actually get struck by lightning and turn into Battle Cat and win their next 4 games, starting off with the Saints, following up by crushing Duke's Daniel Jones. We're going to beat Kermit the Frog. And then we're going to go down to Tampa Bay and, tally ho on that goddamn cruise.
Hey, pardon me, sir. You said the Cowboys are going to lose 5 games in a row. Oh, I had to go look this up.
Oh, they are. They're going to lose 5 games.
Okay, so
at least 5 games in a row.
We're the 6th game. I need you to change that. It said they're going to lose 6 in a row. We're the 6th game.
Okay.
So
I forgot.
Say 6 in a row.
6 in a row.
There we go. Thank you. Because I'm like, 5. Hold up. Let me check the schedule out.
Last I checked, I was just looking at the next 5 games, and I was like, they're definitely losing games. So you can add Tampa Bay in there, but also I hope you heard that, Tampa Bay is going to be a part of our winning streak as well.
Now that I did not hear, nor did I care to hear. But hey, that is a bold prediction.
That is, and you got to remain
optimistic. That is a bold prediction.
Man. You got to be optimistic. You got to be positive.
Especially when you having a damn yard sale, you giving you.
Hey man, that's what
give your whole damn team away.
Hey,
listen,
it'd be like storage wars. You're gonna find some shit in there from them players that's gonna be like, oh damn, I didn't even know this was here. That's what's gonna happen. What's up, Corey?
No, man, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all live, man. we still in this thing. Please believe we still in it. Got them damn injuries, man.
What are some of your mid-season predictions, Will?
Shit. Hopefully we win 2 more. I just don't want to be last in the damn division. That's all. That's all.
That's inevitable, man. Stop talking about that and just accept it. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
man.
You said a bold prediction. I just don't want to be last.
That's not bold because it's gonna happen. We not we standing on that.
Carolina,
That's not a
and I'm
bold.
gonna be happy as shit. Hey, my bold
That's
prediction.
not a
will
bold
beat Carolina.
prediction, man.
Man,
Y'all,
I mean,
oh boy.
you guys got us next week or Sunday. Then you got the Falcons. Then you got the Browns, the Rams, the Giants, Commanders, the Packers, and the Raiders, and you finish off with the Bucks. So you guys should be able to win the Raiders and the Giants game.
Telly, y'all gonna sweep the Saints too, huh, Telly?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna sweep the Saints? Oh, look at him.
You guys
The
should
rise
be
up
able to
before the
get those
fall.
too.
The rise up before the fall.
Damn.
Go ahead, man.
Salt, he's sprinkling that salt.
Yeah, he's sprinkling. So what is some of your?
No, that's Corey sprinkling a little hate this weekend. It's all good though.
Damn.
We go, hey.
Yeah, I'm pissed, man.
I'll take it.
So Telly, what are some of your predictions, man? Mid-season predictions, not only for your team, but maybe something across the league.
I'm gonna stick on my team, man. I'm gonna say something that I said this weekend. I sat there and told that man, I said, dog, I said, your season ain't over. I said, y'all gonna still be that second team that's gonna come out the South. We said it earlier this season that was gonna be two teams come out the South. We already knew it wasn't gonna be y'all last. but yeah, definitely. I told that man. I think his season. I mean, he just said it himself. His season it's not done. So that's one prediction. My other prediction is that Minnesota, as hot as they started out, man, they could potentially lose another 3 games before the season's over with. I mean, but not before the season, but in the next 4 weeks, they'll probably lose 3 more games, which is bad.
So do you think that Green Bay or maybe Chicago could surpass them in the NFC North?
Not Chicago. Green Bay, definitely, but not Chicago.
Definitely Green Bay. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely Green Bay. Because I told y'all about Philly. Remember when we said who were turning around? I said Philly. I told you.
Yeah, and they took them boys out to the woodshed and whooped that ass.
Yep.
What are some of your projections or mid-season predictions, Corey?
Kansas City has an undefeated regular season.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you because I know they're gonna lose to Carolina in a couple weeks, but okay. Okay.
What are they gonna lose? What they gonna lose?
Oh my God, boy!
I'm telling you, man. If the tickets were not so high, and I know everything's gonna be sold out, Charlotte's a good time, man. I would go down.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, Will, do not send that boy no more of them damn snacks your ass got down there in Texas, bro. Because I don't know what the hell he on tonight. He on something. God damn, boy.
What talking about?
Talking about rich ass.
Nah, he talking about Will sending me some of his little packages and stuff. His little Debbie snacks.
Man, hey,
That
boy coughing on that heel. You don't want that, Rich.
Nah,
but spit it out.
Nah, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
You
not.
gotta spit it out, man.
All right, so Corey says Kansas. Yeah, for real. Kansas City. You on that Diddy shit. Kansas City gonna go undefeated, man. Okay. All right, man. All right, let's get into Telly, you gonna kick these week 9 picks. Actually, who won last week?
Yeah.
So last week it was a tie between Will and Rich for the most points. Y'all got 11 right. Me and Corey had 10 right. So overall, yeah, Corey, you're still in the lead. You got 80 points. Rich is following you. Is still at 78. Will 69, and I'm at 74. So
I like how you did that, Telly. You
What's
said
that?
Will
That's
before
that
you
bullshit
make
is what that is.
to make him think that he was
Hey,
started
man.
last.
Hey,
like that.
I went back to week 2 when he thought he was in first.
He sure did.
Oh man.
Oh,
All
man.
right.
All right, so week 9, man. First Thursday night game, we got the Houston, what's that? Houston Texans
Texans
against
versus the
freaking
Jets.
the Jets. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, where they playing at?
They playing in New Jersey, wherever they play at.
Man,
New Jersey, New York.
It's in Jersey. I'm a go with the quote unquote upset. I think those boys gonna pull it together, man. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Yeah, I got the
Man,
Jets too. They're gonna come out of the dark room.
Yeah,
Come out of the darkness. It's time.
Man,
They
fuck
have
Aaron
to.
Rodgers. I'm going with Texas.
Yeah, I'm going with Texas too. Damn, Rogers ass broke back mountain. Dallas against ATL.
That's not nice.
Why?
Atlanta.
ATL, man.
Atlanta.
I got Dallas winning this game, man.
I know you do. that's what you need to happen.
I mean, hey,
I know you need that to happen, but it's all good. Miami and Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Two are back. Buffalo Soldier.
Tua is back. Tua
Hey,
is
Played
the
back.
decent
Buffalo
last
running,
week.
and
And
everybody
they're playing
Slide.
in Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Yeah, I
so we
got
know.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, baby.
Yeah, Vegas against Cincy. They're playing Cincinnati.
The Bengals.
Ooh,
Bengals.
Cincinnati. Burrow gets back on track. He been in a slump, like he up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down. No consistency this year.
Is it a slump or just who he is?
It's that goddamn dyed hair looking like Slim Shady. That's what it is.
Man, it's some cause bro ain't looking like
Nah, he ain't,
Burrow
man.
at all.
It's that damn hair.
Right. All right, we got the Chargers against Cleveland. The most overpaid quarterback in the league versus the preacher, the reformed preacher, and Jameis Winston.
Jameis
Yeah,
Winston gets his second win.
Nah, I'm going with the
Cleveland.
Chargers. Jameis Winston is
Cleveland.
still trying to steal crab legs. I'm going with the Chargers.
That's
I got the
That's
Chargers, man.
I'm going with the Chargers, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, Cleveland for
Nope.
me. James Winston second win. I'm telling y'all, stamp it.
Can you get New England against Tennessee, and Tennessee is playing at home.
God damn.
That's gonna be an ugly
Beat
game.
up on them.
That's gonna be an ugly game.
It is. I'm gonna go with Gerard though. I'm gonna go with Gerard Mayo and those Patriots.
I'm gonna say Tennessee.
Jacoby Brissett, he gets it done.
He does.
I'm going with the Patriots too.
He does.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
The Volunteers
I
or the
think
Titans?
the Volunteers are voluntarily not winning this weekend. India against Minnesota, playing in Minnesota.
Minnesota. You know, I think
Now-
that
Now remember Joe Flacco playing, brother.
Yeah, I know,
Mhm.
but I still think like, you know, there's some weird shit going on right now. But Minnesota, I think they bounce back.
I'm going with Indianapolis. I'm going with the Colts. Flacco, like you said, Telly. It's gonna be a Flacco sighting. Them boys believe when
Yep.
he back there. They ain't just running routes just to get cardio. You know,
Yeah, they play.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
I'm with the Colts too, man. I told y'all Minnesota gonna lose a couple games. Washington versus the Giants playing in New York.
Washington. Washington.
Yeah, Washington.
I'm gonna go with Daniel Jones. I'm going to G-Man. Go to G-Man.
Yeah, I think the Giants. The Giants are gonna do it too. They played a good game this past weekend. They had a couple of fumbles, and I think they had a couple of times to win that game. Man, it's Daniel Jones. He damn strip sack with Pittsburgh. So, and Washington defense is not that good compared to the Pittsburgh defense. So, New Orleans, Carolina.
Oh, Carolina all day.
What happened? That game we played last time happened again.
I think Bryce has a nice game. Bryce Young.
New Orleans, Carolina, bro.
Yeah, I'm going with Carolina.
Yeah, Bryce gonna look across that field. He's like, ain't no damn way no Patrick Mahomes lookalike and Spencer Rattler is gonna beat me.
All right, I'm gonna go with Carolina too.
Will, what they got down in New Orleans? They got you acting like that, man.
Bro,
what is that?
You got that same shit Tyrann Mathieu got and all those dudes. That's on the injury report.
The etouffee.
That's what it is.
The etouffee, man. You fucking couldn't do right.
It got your beard looking white and stuff.
Hey, this next one is definitely probably the game of the week, man. Maybe not.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's not. Denver, Baltimore.
Oh,
Baltimore. Easy day.
Yeah.
Baltimore bouncing back. Chicago, Arizona. Good game right here.
Ooh.
Yeah. You got Heisman Trophy against Heisman Trophy.
I'm gonna say Chicago. Say Chicago pulls it out.
I'm going with Arizona. Arizona pulled out a great game last week with Mighty Mouse driving around the field to secure that win. I'm going with them again.
So, Will, you got Chicago?
Yep.
And Corey, you got Chicago?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Detroit, Green Bay. That's gonna be a good game.
Damn, that is gonna be
Detroit.
Good.
Detroit continuing to move on.
Yeah,
Detroit
I'm going to go with Detroit.
I see Detroit.
Yeah, I read a stat where they like offer if they're not in the dome in the stadium. Jared Goff, he plays like trash on the road if it's not a dome. So they're gonna be out there. So should be a good one.
Yeah, I got Green Bay winning that one. Rams against Seattle. Playing in Seattle.
I don't think that 12th man is going to matter. I'm going to go with fucking Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, Cup,
he got his weapons back, so I'm going with Stafford.
Seattle.
I'm going to Rams too.
I'm going to go with Seattle.
Got it. Jacksonville versus Philly.
Philly.
In Philly.
Philly 6-3.
For sure. Hey, anybody gonna ask for a refund from Sunshine?
I know, right?
Yeah, him and Herbert, they two-time felons right now. Tampa Bay, Kansas City, in Kansas City on Monday Night Football, 8:15 p.m. Who's going to win?
Hey, who's the refs in that game?
It don't matter.
Yeah, I'm going with Kansas City.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna go for Tampa.
Will, shut up. I'm serious. It don't matter. No,
I'm going for Tampa, and that's gonna be the tiebreaker. Watch.
It don't matter. It's a Monday night. Listen, it's a Monday night game. It's a primetime game. We suck in primetime games.
Y'all win
Kansas City. No, they ain't wearing that no more for the rest of the year.
Too late.
No.
Tampa.
Bowles is going to continue this losing streak, and he's going to get fired. So I'm in favor of the Chiefs. Yeah, there I said it.
All right.
You ain't going for your own team? That's what.
Of course, me the fan saying it, but me the analyst knows what's going to happen.
So what you gonna put on this sheet? Kansas City.
Yep.
Hell no.
Or Cannon.
I said the same thing.
Judas.
No. I put Kansas City down all right, but not for your ass. I put it for me. All right. Well, picks are locked in. Corey got Tampa Bay as he should. I don't know what you're talking about. This damn going for Kansas City. You colorblind. I know the colors are similar, but they ain't for you. They ain't for you. Don't take that. Don't take it, man. You gotta defend your team all season.
The good, the bad, and the different. You gotta be with them. If it's an ugly baby, it's still your baby.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
man, y'all
they was talking to you.
Shut the hell up. Y'all know I'm always Tampa. Don't do me. Come on now.
That's why I put TB down there for your damn selection. That's why. I know better.
He put TB down for you too, Will, for tuberculosis. I don't know what the
hell. That's that root they put on his ass down there, man. That's what it is.
Boy,
I'm glad you where you at. You better stay where you at.
Stay your ass on that old stinking, dirty, pissy, water ass Bourbon Street.
Man, you talking about Flint, Michigan, man. Stop that.
It smell like Flint, Michigan down that motherfucker. hey, y'all better clean that shit up for damn February, man.
Yeah. Clean it up, because we know what's what, man. Well, we like to thank y'all for tuning in, man. Let us know what you think. Like and subscribe in the comments and go follow us. We out.